The heart pounds. The clock ticks louder than usual. A wave of frantic energy washes over you, the kind that fogs the mind and tightens the chest. That looming deadline. It's not just a date on the calendar, it feels like a physical weight pressing down, dictating your every breath, your every thought. The urge to rush, to cut corners, to simply panic is almost overwhelming. In that moment, it feels as if your calm, your focus, your very demeanor has been completely hijacked by the ticking second hand. We've all been there. The critical project due tomorrow. The mountain of emails that must be cleared by end of day. The feeling that if you don't move at warp speed, everything will inevitably crumble. And often, our internal state does crumble. We become irritable, sloppy, less effective, precisely when we need to be our sharpest and most precise. But what if deadlines, or any external pressures, didn't have to dictate our inner world? What if we could reclaim our calm, not by somehow making the deadline disappear, but by profoundly changing our relationship with it? This is precisely where the timeless wisdom of Stoicism offers a truly profound and liberating path. The Stoics, ancient philosophers focused on living a virtuous life, taught us about what they called the dichotomy of control. This fundamental principle is about distinguishing clearly and unequivocally between what is truly within our power and what is not. Think about it for a moment. The deadline itself? That is largely outside of your direct control. You can't make it magically vanish. The actions, expectations, or unpredictable behaviors of others? Also largely beyond your direct control. But your response to these external circumstances? That is entirely within your control. Your effort, your attention, your attitude, your focus, these are absolutely and completely within your command. When time pressure mounts, our minds often jump wildly into the future. What if I don't finish in time? What if it's not good enough? I should have started this sooner. This kind of relentless future tripping or past dwelling actively robs us of the very presence we need to perform well now. We sacrifice our effectiveness in the present moment for anxieties about a future that hasn't happened yet. A Stoic doesn't try to control the past or the future. Their mastery is found in the present. They don't dwell on the unchangeable looming deadline. Instead, they shift their entire focus to the next immediate action. This means breaking down the overwhelming, intimidating task into the smallest, most manageable unit you can identify. And then, crucially, engage with that single unit with both precision and presence. Precision means do this one thing as well as you possibly can. Not rushed, not sloppy, but with careful, deliberate attention to detail, as if this one small piece were the entire project. Presence means be fully here, now. Your mind is not on the ticking clock, not on the mountain of work ahead, but entirely on the sentence you're writing, the line of code you're debugging, the conversation you're actively having. You are singularly focused on the task directly in front of you. Imagine for a moment you have a complex multi-page report due by end of day. Instead of allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by the sheer volume, 50 pages, you consciously choose to focus on just the first paragraph. Then, even more granularly, on the first sentence. You pour your full, undivided concentration into crafting that sentence perfectly. When that's done, truly done to your satisfaction, you move calmly to the next. The deadline hasn't disappeared, but your internal experience of it has fundamentally transformed. You're no longer frantically battling the clock. You're engaged in a deliberate, precise dance with the task itself. The Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "Do not disturb yourself by picturing your life as a whole. Do not embrace in your mind the countless and various troubles which must befall you. Apply this profound wisdom to your deadline. Don't picture the whole overwhelming project. Just picture the next single actionable step. This approach also helps us to reframe the very nature of pressure. Pressure isn't inherently negative. At its core, it's simply energy. How we interpret and then channel that energy determines its ultimate effect on us. If we perceive it solely as a threat, it triggers our primal fight or flight response, narrows our focus to panic, and diminishes our cognitive abilities. But if we choose to see it as a signal to engage deeply, to narrow our focus intentionally to the task at hand, it can actually sharpen us, helping us achieve a state of flow and heightened performance. A deadline, from this perspective, isn't a whip lashing you forward. It's a boundary, and within that boundary, you are surprisingly free to act with intention and purpose. The Stoic doesn't shy away from pressure. They embrace it as a vital opportunity to practice core virtues: patience, discipline, focused attention, and resilience. So, the next time the clock starts ticking louder and that familiar rush of anxiety threatens to overwhelm your inner peace, pause. Take a conscious, deep breath. Remind yourself, deadlines don't dictate demeanor. Your composure, your inner state, is entirely yours to command. Identify the very next, most actionable step within your control. Then, with all the precision and presence you can muster, execute that single action, and then the next, and the next. You might be truly surprised to find that while the external pressure remains, your inner calm, your inner fortress, holds steady and strong. You are not a slave to time, you are its master, one mindful moment at a time. What are your go-to strategies for staying calm and focused when the pressure is on? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If this discussion resonated with you, consider subscribing for more insights on applying ancient wisdom to our modern lives. Until next time, stay calm, stay focused, and continue to cultivate your inner peace.